Alright, what's going on, guys? Trev back again, here to bring you another video. This one's going to be doing my video prediction for The Walking Dead Season 3, Episode 5 now, which is called Say the Word. This one's actually called Say the Word. Last week's was Killer Within. Obviously, this will contain spoilers for people that have not seen The Killer Within. So leave if you haven't. Those of you guys in the UK that haven't seen it, get out. Huge episode, crazy episode. Kind of interesting that the phrase Killer Within, the name of the episode, actually, when you think about it, refers to Carl. Probably, not really Andrew, because Andrew doesn't directly kill anybody. Not directly. I mean, you could kind of say that he's responsible because he unleashed the zombies on them. But at the same time, I think it fits better with Carl. Anyway, so after last week's humongous episode, we can't really expect there to be, that much probably action and that kind of stuff in this episode coming up. I'm expecting it to somewhat slow down a little bit in terms of pace. Maybe have some, reflection and things like that with Rick, thinking about what happened to Lori, thinking about the past, and maybe a little bit of Shane, but mostly, obviously mostly with Lori and everything they've been through up to this point. And just sort of him being, out of it. Not probably fit to be a leader of the group at this stage right now. I think that makes sense. By the way, there are two quick previews for this episode. I'll put them both in the description. The first one is the promo for it. We see a few different things happen in that one. We see Daryl is going to leave. It looks like he's probably going to try to get some baby formula for Rick's new baby that has not been named yet in the TV series. In the comic book, its name was Judy, but we don't know in the TV series if it's going to have the same name. It probably will, but we don't know for sure because they could change it if they want to. Plus, its story is going to be different because obviously Lori's already dead, so it's going to be totally different. It's not going to have a mom. Maybe Maggie will take it, or maybe Rick. If he's going to be the leader, he's going to be busy. So that whole thing could be, kind of interesting to see what happens with that, but it'll definitely be different. So Daryl's going to leave to get formula. I'm assuming probably Herschel may say, hey, I've got some back at the farm, or go here to get it. And at the same time, somebody wrote this in the comments in my last video, and that is a prediction of theirs. I can't take credit for it, but I think it makes sense, which is that maybe when Daryl leaves to go back to the farm or close to it, he may run into Merle and, the people from Woodbury that go with Merle to see if they can find him. So that would be interesting right there if we could see the two of them meet. And that could be a potential, start off for the whole Woodbury versus prison type story arc, which we actually are not really entirely in right now because they don't know that each other exist at this point. So we could see the beginning of that start to happen. I think that fits, and I think that makes sense, and that would be logical for them to do that. So maybe expect something like that to happen, or maybe I'm totally off. We do have 16 episodes this season, so maybe that's jumping the gun a little bit with that. But, the pace that they've been setting so far for these episodes is insane. I'm going to do a video just talking about the pacing of Season 3 versus the others, because it's freaking crazy right now. How fast they're blowing through comic book, novels, graphic novels of the comic book. Like, compared to the other seasons, it was nothing even close. But anyway, I'm going to do a whole video talking about that. So, Daryl's going to leave. Rick's going to be out of his damn mind. We see also seen in this where Rick essentially, Glenn tells him he shouldn't be in here, and Rick just kind of like pushes him off and snaps on him. Glenn trying to probably get him out of there because of what's happened to Lori. And also did a video discussing whether you guys think Lori's really dead. It seems to be basically confirmed at this point that yes, in fact, she is totally dead, probably even zombie dead. I think it'd be interesting if they kept her alive as a zombie. I think that'd be really interesting because then you could have Rick and you could kind of get some cool scenes with him, maybe chaining her up and keeping her alive or something. I just think that would be kind of interesting to see. Even though they probably won't do that, that would be kind of cool to have Rick want to keep her alive and, or not alive, but want to keep her as a zombified form instead of putting her down. That'd be kind of interesting. If Carl didn't hit, well, I'm probably just stretching here. He probably did, shoot her in the head, but if he missed or something, or didn't, you guys know what I'm saying. So that's that. Moving on from Daryl and Rick, Carol's still missing. Glenn, in the other preview for Say the Word, tells the inmates Axel and Oscar to dig 2 more graves when he's already dug 1. So that's 3 total. We've got T-Dog, Lori, and then the 3rd one. So who's the 3rd one? Well, it's not going to be Andrews. They're not burying him. So it could be Carol. They could think that Carol is dead or just MIA at this point. I mean, I think they killed off 2 characters already. I don't think they're going to kill off Carol, but that's definitely another interesting topic that we could probably do a whole video discussion talking about that. But, you know, her hat was falling down there. They do think she's dead. I'd say she's probably just hiding somewhere. Like, don't you think, like, maybe she just ran in and just locked the freaking door and hid under a bed or some shit, you know, just waiting to be rescued or waiting before everything blows over. I mean, that's what I think probably is the case, because killing 3 characters in 1 episode, I mean, 2 is a lot. 3? We don't have that many characters on Rick's team to be killing 3 people in 1 episode. So I tend to think that she's probably still alive. Just my opinion, though, but could discuss that more in the future. Okay, so what else we got? I mean, I think that's pretty much it from the previews. Another cool thing in one of the previews, Glenn says that that they weren't friends, they're family, because it sort of is like the characters have been together for so long in terms of their group that they probably at this point do feel 100% like family, and we treat each other as such because they've been actually like living so close together for so long, especially during the time skip where they were on the road during the wintertime that we didn't get to see. If they didn't have a place to stay, they would have been like right on top of each other all the time, maybe in the RV or, you know, wherever. Did they have the RV? No, that was burned, but you guys know what I'm saying, in cars and that kind of stuff. So that's that. I don't think there's really too much else to say. I mean, I'm expecting it to be a slower episode. I don't expect it to have too much action. I think it kind of should slow down a little bit, just a little bit, you know, because the pace has been insane so far. So it's got to happen. But anyway, I'm very excited for it. And also, I mean, this season's just been crazy. So let me know what you guys expect for next week, what you're thinking. Do you think it's going to slow down? Do you think it's going to keep at this pace? I don't know how they possibly could do that and keep at this pace all season. I kind of feel like I need a break after watching it sometimes. Like, I got to relax. You get so tense and excited afterwards. It's like an energy dump. You're just like, oh, my God, it was crazy. Anyway, that's it for this video, guys. Let me know what you think about those thoughts. Do you think Daryl's going to meet Merle? Do you think Carol's a goner or not? And, you know, do you think Rick is fit for leadership for the rest of the season? I don't think right away he will be, but later on he probably will be. Anyway, that's it, guys. Strav, same peace.